What's up, guys? It is Will here, back again for another episode of Collectors Mingle every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, now 7:32 p.m. Eastern this fine Sunday evening, because we got The Last of Us episode 6 airing tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. That said, we got some good topics for you guys, and actually, Sideshow ruined one of our topics already, but we're still going to go with it because we want to talk about it. The Hot Toys DeLorean went blue screen. Now it's back on pre-order. We got to talk about that. We got to talk about what that means for everyone. The JND Arwen from Lord of the Rings, 1/3 scale. Very interesting choice for the first statue in the Lord of the Rings line for J&D. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to do some this or that. And I don't want to give that away too much in terms of which figures I'm going to make these wonderful Avengers level panelists choose from, but it's going to be pretty exciting. We also got to talk about present toys. Jack Torrance from The Shining, because I haven't really seen people talk about that yet, and I think it looks pretty cool. And we're also going to talk about if a figure is hard to assemble or pose, what does that mean for the collector? Does that bother you? That said, guys, a lot of good stuff. So thank you for joining us this fine evening. Let's roll the intro. Yo, what is up? This Avengers level panel, guys. Thank you so much for joining me this fine evening. We are going to talk about a lot of cool stuff. But before we do that, let's introduce this Avengers level panel, and then we'll get to the chat and then get to our first topic. Mr. Josh McCoy Culture. How you doing this evening, bro? Thank you so much for joining. First time on the show. You were on the Last of Us channel, but this is your first time on the WillFoxification channel.
It's going good, man. Thanks for letting me jump on. I was on my way from work. You hit me up. I was like, absolutely. So it's gonna be a good show.
Yeah, dude, absolutely, bro. And Josh, I gotta say, dude, I always see your post, and I saw the post of you on stage. You know, I think it was singing for. Were you in a band or something? Because I saw you post. You were like, yeah, I missed this, and I was like, damn, Josh is cool as hell. Josh.
Yeah, I was torn for like 10 years. I was in a metal band. I was a vocalist and so I was doing that for a while.
Damn. Dude, that's amazing, dude. That's cool as hell. And Lael, I know, will love that. Lael's a musician himself and a producer. So, yeah, it's going to be dope. But thanks so much for joining, Josh. Appreciate you, bro. And good to have another Last of Us fan. Actually, everyone on the panel is a fan of The Last of Us now. So, really excited about that. That's thanks to the show. Lael,
what's up,
how you doing this fine evening, dude?
Good, man. Good, man. It's been a good day. Pretty good day. Been running around, but it's been a good day.
That's what Sundays are for, dude. To run around and accomplish errands and get stuff done.
Yeah, bro. It's not supposed to be.
Right.
Like, it's supposed to be like Saturdays. Normally you do stuff like that, but like Sundays is supposed to be when you just like chill, lay back and stuff like that. But Sundays is that new period, so we'll see.
Dude, Sundays are like the catch-up day, I feel like. You know, there's a day for you to catch up on everything, like cleaning you fell behind on or whatever else is going on. So
yeah, bro.
Dude.
Yeah,
but
bro.
happy to have you, Leo, as always, dude. Mr. Carlos, a place for collecting. By the way, Leo, Carlos tried to go to Olive Garden tonight, but was unsuccessful.
No, I did end up going. I did go, but
yeah. Oh, I thought you had to wait an hour and a half. Is that what you said? Yeah.
we fucking waited an hour and a half.
Did you? And you just got Krispy Kreme and then waited for Olive Garden?
Basically, yeah.
Damn.
I didn't eat though.
Olive Garden is that good, dude.
No, I didn't even eat because I don't eat Olive Garden because it has a bunch of dairy, and dairy fucks me up. So I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna watch everyone eat. So that's what I did. I just watched.
I think like Olive Garden is acquired taste, but it depends on what where you go, because not every Olive Garden is the same. Like if you go to a spot where people just don't really care about the customer service, or if they just don't have really good cooks, then you're going to get that level of service. So it's mainly acquired. Just depends.
Yeah. No, I don't like Olive Garden. So I was like,
dude, not even a breadstick, Carlos?
No, I don't like that shit.
Dude, the breadsticks are good at minimum, dude. You
can because prices went up too. Last time I went there, my bill was like $70. I was really shocked.
Damn, for two people, Josh? Two people, $70?
Yeah, me and my girl and our kid, our son. But yeah. $70.
That's crazy, dude.
It was 10 of us, and it came out to a tip $260.
That's not bad. So $26 per. Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But at least you got to hang out with some family and friends, dude. So it was productive. So cool. Carlos, that means when I come there in July, we get to go to Olive Garden.
Fuck no, I ain't taking you to Olive Garden.
Dude, if you're not gonna make me breakfast, you're taking me to Olive Garden.
Hell no, dude. I'm not gonna watch you eat.
Yeah, dude, you could do it. You could do it. Lael, by the way, I'm going to visit Kiko in Tennessee next month. We've all been invited, I think, to Dallas, or well, I guess Texas, to go visit Dean and Zach and all them. So if anyone wants to go, I would go. Dean's got some cool stuff over there. So
okay,
yeah, man. I think it'd be fun. Guys, anyway, thank you so much for joining this fine evening. Let's address the chat real quick, and then we'll jump into our first topic. Roll me one Kenobi. There he is. Collectors Mingle crew, how's everyone doing? Will, I must say that you've enabled me along with Justin to get the Pop Toys Scorpion. Dude, you will not regret that Pop Toys Scorpion.
You will regret it.
Carlos, did you get the Pop Toys Scorpion?
No.
See, you're a catfish. You don't even know. See, that's what I would say. So, dude, that figure went back up for pre-order, and Lael's in the Matrix right now.
Yeah, it's this cord.
Oh, is it? Okay, gotcha. Yeah. It's like I saw that before, and I was like, dude, that's some Matrix shit going on right there.
Yeah, it's a cord, bro.
It's all good, bro. So Pop Toy Scorpion is back up for pre-order. So if anyone wants to check it out, I think it's on Kit and other places. So, to Cothry, what's up? Leon Walker, good evening, everyone. It's nice to be back watching live.
Camera fell.
Oops. Oh. We would have to cliff that. Is it okay, Leon? Oh, I hope it's all right, dude.
Dude, I see a bubble butt.
The dude's behind the scenes shot right there. All right, let's keep addressing the panel. Dude, I hope that camera's all right. Charles Rubel, great panel tonight. It's good to be here. Rome Moreno. Sean Breeze Collectibles, CC Gray, Linda, hello everyone. Nice. AJ Agarusa, channel member, good to see you. Larry Walker, Seyful, Jazzy, Dinesh Thea Garaja, channel member. Lane Kramer, the ladies man himself, good to see you, Lane. Thalia Meyer, good to see you, Thalia, representing that 4%. Hello everyone out there, finally make it to a live stream again. Thank you so much for that, Thalia, and for being a fellow Loki fan and joining us. AJ Agarusa again. K Nui 10. Great way to end the weekend with some collectors mingle. Thanks so much, bro, for joining. Philip the Fool, another channel member. Thank you so much, Philip. Appreciate you, bro. And appreciate all the love and support you give me on Instagram. Really love that. I always love seeing your name there. That's great. So Dinesh Theagaraja got President's Day off. Dude, I wish I did. I work at a college and I don't even get President's Day off. DTR man, what's up? Collectible chats, what's up, everybody? Skillmonger. Really like that. Really like that a lot. Because I'm a big fan of Killmonger. Mike Viella, hello, everyone. WillFoxification, saw that Wanda pick. Don't tease me. No, nothing about the release, but we're going to talk about her, I promise. Kay Carter, what's going on, fellas? What's up, Kay Carter? Larry Walker, Mike Viella. Niche Collectibles is here. Linda is here, the president, of Pennywise fan club. Linda said she went to Olive Garden last weekend. Sounds like Linda has a good
I feel
taste.
bad for you.
Nah, she's done well. AJ Russo, I haven't been to Olive Garden in like a decade. Yes, you do, AJ.
Never go back.
Reevaluate, bro. when you hear at family at Olive Garden anyway. Yeah, it's true. Jason's here. Olive Garden is the Mickey D's of it. That's not exactly
That is
wrong.
true.
Yeah, it's probably
That is
true.
Yeah.
12-inch Moose Stream. Hello, community of collectors. Dean and Zach are in San Antonio along with myself. Everyone driving to Dallas. Pretty much, Philip. Pretty much, bro. I'm going to be going there eventually. Fig Fate. What is going up, Fig Fate? Let's see here. Who else do we have? Chris Santos. Dockinator, the Booty King. 12-inch Moose Stream. Philip the Fool. Thanks, Will, supporting my collect. Dude, appreciate you, bro. What is garbanzo beans? I don't know what that is.
Basically, beans is just ass.
Oh, okay. Nick's making shit up now. He's just making stuff up.
That's what he likes to call it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's too old for that now. I think, yeah, it's too old. Anyway, guys, let's address the first topic on the docket. And this is going to be interesting because this is not exactly what I intended it to be, because the DeLorean was actually something that was blue screen. It was, oh my God, it's out of stock soon. Don't forget to pre-order it. That's what Sideshow was basically saying to us. And then now it's back on pre-order, which is not such a bad thing. But I'm starting to wonder, we kind of have to maybe proceed with caution because we saw what happened with Green Goblin. Green Goblin was waitlisted, and then suddenly he's back, and then suddenly he's waitlisted again. So Sideshow seems to be doing this every so often. And now with the DeLorean, we don't really know. It hasn't even hit in stock yet. But I want to ask the question, is now or never the situation that we're in with the DeLorean? And I actually want to start with Carlos. Carlos, what do you think? Is if you want the DeLorean, is now the time to jump? Because we really don't know, do we?
Is it now the time to jump? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say because if you wanted the DeLorean, I guess you can say, well, I'm waiting for the DeLorean because maybe I'll get a discount, right? The problem is that I don't think we're gonna. I think if someone really wanted the DeLorean, would have probably pre-ordered by now, right? I'm assuming that's what you probably would have done, but I don't think so, man. I mean, I think things are just so expensive nowadays, and everyone's waiting for a discount. I don't think that is honestly something that if you're like on the fence about it and maybe you're waiting for a discount, I'll probably take that chance. I already actually have this paid off because I really wanted DeLorean. I didn't want to, chance it. So if you're like iffy about it, then yeah, definitely don't need to. I mean, because at the same time, Sideshow is, I don't know if they're playing games or it's like a gimmick or maybe it was a system error. I don't know what's going on, but it's been plenty of times now where something goes on blue screen and sells out, then it comes back in at this point. So it's like the tumbler. I haven't seen a discount for the tumbler except like $5 shipping. So maybe you want to wait for the DeLorean to hit something like that, or another retailer to maybe get it for cheap. But yeah, it's kind of a hard one because I feel like I really want the DeLorean, so I already have it. So maybe if you really wanted it, you already be trying to do a payment plan, or maybe you did pre-order it. If you're, I don't know. This one's definitely a difficult one for me to kind of give advice on because it's a vehicle and you just never know what can happen, right? Because vehicles, once they sell out, they usually go up in value. On like a figure, like if you miss it on a figure, and you're like, well, it's gonna be like another $100 or so, or $50. Okay, like you took a chance, a gamble, whatever. But which is unfortunate. But maybe you were trying to play the the discount game, and maybe that's what you're trying to do here with the DeLorean. Not sure if that's something that someone should be doing, just because again it's a vehicle. But
Right.
if you really wanted it, I'm assuming people who really want it would have already pre-ordered it or have a payment plan going. If you're iffy on it, then maybe try to chance it, and see what happens. I see someone said something about Pop Culture.
Yep.
Yeah, they're gonna have it in stock, and other places are gonna have it in stock. So
But the shipping, Carlos, would be pretty high on that, probably.
yeah, see, the problem is I bought something from Pop Culture, and just like any overseas retailer, something came damaged, and then they were like, "Well, we can just give you we can help you with credit, but we couldn't do a replacement because I would have to send back the figure and all those different things, and it was going to be too costly." Same thing, even with the Hong Kong retailer, it'd be the same thing. So that's the only problem because it is a vehicle. I'm assuming most people are going to try to keep it here in the States,
right,
with someone who is covered through Sideshow. So yeah, I think that's what I would say. If you're unsure, maybe just wait, see what kind of discounts you can possibly get. $830.
Yeah, it's like 820, 830, something like that. Yeah,
that's a lot of money right now.
825. Yeah,
that's a lot of money plus shipping and tax. So it's over $1,000.
Probably around 900. Yeah, probably around $900.
Really? Yeah, probably closer
to $1,000.
Close to a
could
grand.
Be,
yeah,
could be just.
Closer to $1,000. Not sure right now in this economy if that's something people are willing to do. So
yeah.
I'm gonna say you probably want to wait, but I'm hesitant to say that
a little bit. Yeah,
and
I mean, because basically the way I view it is, if you were gonna get it, you probably already got it. And
right.
If you didn't, then you're comfortable waiting to kind of wait for a deal and wait it out, and you're okay with the fact that if you miss it, you miss it.
Right.
So that's kind of
because this is not the Tumbler. The Tumbler, they already had so many versions. Like it was just like the third time it's been reissued or something, or second time. So people were already offloading their old ones. So it's not like there's like people are offloading the Mark II because obviously it's never been made. But yeah, I think I agree with that. Obviously, is that you would have already had this on pre-order if you really wanted it. I think.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, Leia, what do you think, bro? Because I know this is one thing you were considering picking up at one point, but I'm not sure where you're at with it now. No, definitely not. It's a space killer, bro, but it does have some presence, no doubt about it.
I just don't need it at all.
Yeah.
I don't have the attachment to the IP like everyone else does. You know what I mean? I enjoy the films. Again, Back to the Future, as far as classic, as far as nostalgia in the films, yes. As far as having this piece of my collection, there's no need for it. Like I have no connection. It doesn't really attach itself to anything in my collection. It wouldn't make sense. So I don't need it. For everybody else who's getting it, who will have it, and if you're planning on purchasing this piece, I'm happy for you. I'm happy it's available. I think, honestly, bro, I've come to the realization that at this point, I don't think it's a sideshow thing anymore. I don't. I think it's, you know what I mean? I think it's more so, again, there's cost that goes into it. There's the simple fact that, these pieces, bro, they have to really for any company right now, literally, you have to secure yourself, bro, because people place these pre-orders, they cancel their orders. Here goes that thing again. It's stupid. They place their orders. It's my cord, man. Like this thing is, I got to get a new attachment to this because this cord is
You're
just
all
really
good, bro.
messed up. But people place their orders. They, cancel orders. And Sideshow just doesn't want to sit on these pieces anymore, bro. They've had a history of sitting on pieces that they can't get rid of. And offloading is a hassle, bro. And I just think that, as any type of business, you got to really secure yourself, man. I just think that for them, though, whoever's handling their PR, bro, they need to kind of go back and kind of revisit those things.
But if they're struggling, you think that they will try to do like a time pre-order, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I get that, but at the same time, again, it's, you never know. It's a roll of the dice, bro. Like no company, I don't care who you are as a company, it's a roll of the dice. You never know how things are going to pan out. They might have had like a certain level of pre-orders or, that were legit. But now you got to keep in mind that there's a lot of people who are tired of waiting. So they're canceling these orders and ordering from different companies in different places because they want it in a lot quicker. That, again, that hurts them, so it's planning. And I think going forward, there is going to be careful planning with these companies, man. Like, not just them, but, and right now they're a major distributor here. So this is what they're running into. So
yeah,
I get it. I get why they're doing it. I just think that PR needs to be a bit better and transparency needs to be a bit better. So then they don't have to worry about anything. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
I guess that's what I'm saying though. Like if they're struggling, then they would say like, we're going to do a time pre-order. Like it's only going to be available for the first month. Cause then you're limiting your stock. You know what I mean? And then if people cancel, well, it's a limited stock regardless. So you're not going to be holding on. The problem is that they just keep the pre-order window open for a year. And it's like, well, people are going to open, get in, cancel it and all this crap.
I'm just, you know what? I'm at that point where I'm not behind the scenes and I'm not going to pretend to know. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to draw any type of assumptions or conclusions because they know why they're doing it. And for me to draw that conclusion, not really knowing the ins and out and knowing why they're doing what they're doing, I don't want to really, speak on that. Because the thing is, it's like, I wouldn't want that done to me, especially if you don't know the situation. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If I don't necessarily know the situation behind the scenes, I can't pass judgment. I can only say that there's a particular reason why they're doing it. And it may be something business-wise that makes sense to them. It makes sense to them to do it because, again, they don't want to, a loss is a big thing. So that's why I just said, you know what, I'm not going to get on here, ever and parade about what I think and why, you know what I mean? Because it right now, bro, it's not even just them economy-wise and everything, even at your local supermarkets, everywhere that you're basically going, it's fucked up times right now. So I just have to wait and see how they do it. But I just, again, want to move on from the conversation of the DeLorean, bro. I want to move on from the conversation about the Joker. I want to just start talking about different things because, this happens, bro. Like we've been beating a dead horse for the longest time. We know that Sideshow does this when it comes to pre-ordering and when it comes to everything else, as far as what things as on waitlist, blue screen, this, that, and the third. We know that. So it's not going to change anytime soon. So what I'm believing is that there's a reason behind it. They know, so I'll just let them sort it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's totally understand. I think my way of approaching it, Leo, is that to keep people informed, I think, because we definitely don't know what the situation is as far as like why Sideshow is doing what they're doing. Because like you said, it's totally speculation. But I think, as long as people are aware that things may go and not come back, and we really don't know. You could have the Green Goblin, that's waitlist full. It could come back in stock. It could not. Same with the DeLorean. I mean, it's up for pre-order again. So
you know what's up though, but the thing with that, bro, is if you're depending on one company, then I can understand it.
Sure.
But I know that there's so many different distributors out there where I can actually get my hands on this piece, even if I have to be patient about it. So that's why it doesn't really bother me much anymore. You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
So I know that I can actually get it elsewhere. But for people who are depending on Sideshow, then I completely understand. I get it. You know what I mean? If Sideshow is basically your go-to and you have a loyalty to them, then I get that. You know what I mean? And of course, it's always good to stay informed. But I just think that I'm just over blaming them because
Sure.
even though, like I said, they did me dirty a few times, but I understand business-wise why it may be a certain way, and I just got to see how it plays out. But in the meantime, it's happy days for people who are wanting this. If it was on blue screen and it's now back to it's available, it's no longer waitlisted, get it while you can, like just so you don't have to deal with it anymore. You know what I mean? So if it's available to you and you can actually just get it or pre-order it, you know what I mean? Even if you can't buy it right off the back, if you pre-order, at least you know you have it secured. You can pay it off over time. You know what I mean? So just put your NRD down and just pay it off if you can't pay it all at once. So that's the way I see it.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I should explain, by the way, to maybe the newer collectors out there, blue screen essentially means low stock. So when something's blue screen, what happens is you add it to your cart and Sideshow says, okay, you have maybe 5 minutes to check out because this thing is low stock. So we're going to give you the benefit of the doubt. If you want to check it out, go for it. But if you put it in your cart and wait 5 minutes, it'll expire and the next person can put it in their cart. So essentially it just means low stock. But so Josh, I want to ask you, because I know with you, you've come from the statue game and now you're dipping into the Hot Toys game. So what do you kind of make of this as, maybe a person maybe kind of a little bit slightly newer to Hot Toys collecting, seeing this, how it relates to the statue community? How would you say this experience has been thus far? I mean, this DeLorean, I don't know if this is on your radar, but it's something probably to take a look at, I would think.
So for me, this is an easy pass because I'm not the biggest Back to the Future fan. So it's easy for me to pass. But for those who are really excited about it and want to get it, I would still say no, because whether or not it is Sideshow playing games or if they're actually like what Leo was saying, it was like that. Even if they do sell out, there's other avenues you can get it from, like off the racks, for example, collector zone. So like Sideshow isn't the end all be all, but I would say no. And like most people, especially for this price range, because I think it will probably be around $1,000 after shipping. This is something they have to save for. So like Carlos said, and like you said, like they would have already pre-ordered this forever ago.
Probably.
So I would say no. I think it's probably gonna be like the Tumbler and probably gonna sit for a minute because the economy does suck. A lot of people are selling their stuff more so than buying. So I don't think you have to rush out to get this thing. But if you do want it, I'd like just go ahead and get it. If you know you're gonna get it, why wait? Just put a deposit down, do a payment plan, and go ahead and pick it up whenever it drops.
Yeah, and see, that's why it's tough, Josh, because everything you said is absolutely right. And it could also be going the opposite way. And then Hot Toys and Sideshow said, exactly for those reasons, we're not going to make many. Because we know that this is going to sit forever. Not that it's not a great piece, but it's expensive. The Tumbler was maybe $650. This is about $200 more than that, a little under. But so if you're looking at that, and then you're looking at maybe what the shipping and the electronics, something could go wrong. That's probably a little more costly if there needs to be an exchange or whatever. So that's something that factors into this as well. And you make really, really good points there. But it also could mean that maybe they don't make a ton of these. But that's the question. I think that's why we never really know,
I really think Hot Toys should do, I think like maybe not for every release, but do the limited runs for them. Cause like I know it crashed Sideshow site, but that Winter Soldier cap from Endgame,
oh yeah,
like it broke the internet, and it's, I don't know, like I know it sucks when you don't get the piece you want, but it's also like kind of fun to like, be there first to try to get it. And then like if you actually got it, you felt like you got something really valuable and cool. I think like they should do more things like that to bring the more collective aspect to Hot Toys. But I think that would be pretty cool.
I think that would be cool to do every now and then. Yeah, I mean, I know some people were
not
really
for every release, but do some.
Yeah,
like cool
yeah,
ones.
not everyone, but every now.
What I was told too is that with like say for instance with Sideshow, that they're the major distributor for all these other places, like all these mom and pops and stuff like that. They're getting there. So what happens is also they sit back demographically to see, all right, where is it selling, who's selling the most, who isn't selling. So even if they actually distribute to this particular company, say for instance they say, well, we're not selling that much, we don't have many pre-orders on this. So what happened is they'll get like, because they have those things reserved for them as well. So if they don't think that they're going to get much, then what they do is weigh that as well. Say, okay, cool, then we'll probably have more stock from this particular reseller because they're not selling there's no demand for it, or we're not getting many pre-orders for it. So then they'll cut that down, and then you'll have more basically available, or they'll get more from there. That's that they said that sometimes that's how it works as well, because I know in some resellers are between two, one selling more than the other, and they're like, nah, they like I know one reseller that said they only actually had like maybe 2 to 3, 7 pre-orders for this piece. Like there was no really demand for it, so just depends.
Yeah, I guess so.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Well, great points all around, guys. Thank you for your thoughts on that one. So we're going to head and move on to our next topic, which is actually pretty interesting because JND Arwen, JND has been very interesting lately, especially with this announcement, because this has been probably the most controversial of JND's statues thus far. I don't know if that's too bold of a statement to say, but the reason for that and the way I want to introduce this topic is because they obviously acquired the Lord of the Rings license, and their first choice was to go with Arwen. I know they had said that Kojin or someone in JND's upper echelon of leadership said that they really like Arwen and they really have a connection to the character, so it's a passion project of sorts. That said, the head sculpt has been a little controversial. It's a $2,099 statue with shipping. It's around $2,400. Spec Fiction has it for $2,550 shipped. So it's a very interesting piece, but yet controversial at the same time. That said, Josh, I actually want to start with you on this one first, just because I know with statues, like all of us have collected statues. We've done Hot Toys. We've done a little bit of both. But this JND Arwen, Josh, is this something you would be interested in? I mean, it also begs the question, I feel like, about less popular characters, because a lot of times I think a lot of us collectors say, oh, we want X character, we want Y character. But then sometimes when we get that, we're like, oh, but we wanted Legolas. We wanted Aragorn. You know what I mean? So what do you think about this?
For me, it's not something I'd pick up because personally I have to, because I don't make a lot. So like I can only pick certain IPs to go to. So I stick with mainly Marvel and video game pieces. So Lord of the Rings, as much as I love those movies, it's not something I really collect. But I think it is very weird to start with a character like this and not a more popular one like Gandalf that can actually like kick things off pretty well. I think it was really strange to start with a lesser known, like not lesser known, but I guess y'all's tier list, I guess like a B-list character type thing. It'd be weird to start with something like that.
Like D.
And the D, yeah. And I saw somebody do an edit where all they did was like thin the cheeks, whatever, make them sink in a little more, and it looked a lot better. But just like this and the Superman, I don't know, like they started off really strong with that golden armor Wonder Woman that looked spot on, and it just seems like as JND goes on, like their face sculpts are just getting less and less like I don't know, they're not looking as good as that Wonder Woman did. Yeah,
they suck.
So
well, it's interesting, Josh, because I feel like the silicone, you raised a really good point, the silicone almost looks droopy to me. Do you feel that? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, like there's just something really off with it. Same with that, because I was actually about to break my rule because I'm a big Henry Cavill fan. I was considering getting their Superman.
Same.
But once I saw the head sculpt, I'm like, no, like there's just something weird with it. Like and then the suit looked really cool, but his suit was not that. I guess I don't know if detail is the right word. His suit was a little something just looked weird. So I ended up passing on that one, and then I think the Queen one looks a lot better. But I don't know. I think it's very weird to start a line with this kind of a character, but. Yeah, JND, we all know it'll sell. I mean, Miracell, that sold out. People still want that, so this will sell.
Yeah. I guess we'll see. Well, Carlos, what do you think, dude? Because I mean, it's not like a terrible piece. I don't want to give the impression that it is. It's still a really high-end statue, but it's just, as cool as Arwen is. Yeah, Josh, as cool as Arwen is, like, I get other companies have made Legolas and Aragorn and Gandalf and stuff, but it's just like if you're gonna make a third scale statue, no one's really made those characters in third scale licensed.
Well, let's just call it what it is. JND is using silicone to sell sex to their collectors, and that's exactly what it is.
You think so, bro? You think it's really that?
100%. Because I don't think if you were to ever ask anyone, hey, tell me what are your top 5 Lord of the Ring characters? No one's saying Arwen. 100% Arwen. She is in the top 5 characters.
I guess Kojin feels that way, but I don't know.
No, Kojin looks like, oh, Mira sold. Let's make another. Why not make Aquaman, right? Out of like the Aquaman movie. Why make Mira? Because sex sells. So that's exactly what's going on here, bro. That's all I see it. It's just what it is. It's it is what it is. Because, dude, you can literally go on ahead and say, hey, I'm gonna go and start with Gandalf or Legolas, Aragorn, Gimli, fucking
Sauron.
Sauron, yeah,
Yeah.
Wraith,
Yeah, Ring Wraith, yeah.
Ring Wraith, anyone, but you start with Arwen. I'm pretty sure if we go back to the in-art poll, no one said make an Arwen, please, right? I don't think she was even top on the list. So that's what it is. And besides JND lately, I picked up their Joker, their Heath Ledger. I picked up their Dark Knight. So don't think I don't have the JND. I definitely do. But after that, it's definitely gone downhill. That Catwoman, Queen is better. You know what I mean? Then you look at literally almost every piece, Queen is better. So I don't understand why they're doing this. Even their Wonder Woman, bro. Even that second version of it, at $3,000, it's like a 7, and this is like a 5 or a 6. It doesn't even look like her. This looks like an oversized Hot Toy version that was done like 5 years ago. Like, it doesn't look very good, man. In my opinion, I don't think it does. I think it's falls flat from what JND is, and honestly, so much so that I'm, pretty close to say that, if JND keeps doing this subpar work, I don't think I'm going to be collecting JNDs to begin with, because, like, I don't think they do a good job. Even their Black Suit Superman, like, dude, that's one piece. And, everyone, I guess, that knows me would have known that I really wanted, you know what I mean, that Black Suit Superman. And, it just fell flat. And this one is even worse. Like, I don't even understand why you would even start with something like this. It is what it is at this point. I guess people are going to buy it. That's cool. But I mean, let's just be honest and know why the reason why it's selling, or why the reason people would even get it. Because I don't think anyone's saying Arwen is their favorite character, or favorite character enough to drop $2,600 on.
Yeah.
So that, and if somebody who doesn't know Lord of the Rings, if they walk into your room, are they going to know who this is, or are they just going to think you have a sculpture of the actress, basically?
Right.
And,
yeah, it just looks a little weird.
Well, maybe I would say, guys, maybe that the person who would probably view this as their favorite Lord of the Rings character probably wouldn't buy a collectible like this anyway. So I feel like this is, like, I know Nick said my girlfriend would say Arwen, and I think that's a good point. But she probably wouldn't buy this statue. I'm not trying to stereotype necessarily, but I'm just looking at what our demographic is, So nonetheless, I mean, I don't think it's a terrible piece, but you guys raised some very valid points. Leo, what do you think about this? Because this is an interesting selection by JND. No,
I'm going to be I guess I'm just on the opposite. That is from everybody else, because I think it's a beautiful piece. In my opinion. Again, when we talk about releases, we talk about companies that will do something totally different from another. And I applaud them for not doing a Legolas, or not doing an Aragorn, or not doing a Gandalf. I'm for them doing this, I don't think it's that bad of a piece at all, bro. Like, to be quite honest, if, say, for instance, if InArt decided to do this in 1/6 scale, I would probably get this with Aragorn, because I would want to, basically pair those together to recreate that beautiful bridge scene with the waterfall in the back. I would love to do something like that. So I don't really, for me, I don't see it as bad. I'm not going to pick this up, because, again, I don't buy J&D. It's just too expensive for me. It's not something within my wheelhouse. But I'm not going to say it's a terrible piece by far. I think it's a beautiful looking piece, whether it looks like her or looks like someone different. I think it's beautiful. I think it's sculpted decent. I think the material and the tailoring is decent. I like that they added the grass to the base. I think in some aspects, when you see it from a certain angle, it does look like her. You know what I mean? Because we could say the same for a lot of 1/6 scale figures that, from certain angles, when the eyes with the purse technology is different. But I don't think it's bad at all. And obviously it's for a lot of people, because it's already sold out. You know what I mean? So there were some people out there who loved it, and they wanted to see something different. And I think that's what makes this kind of decent. I don't, again, I mean, it's to each their own, but I think it is, it's when I saw it, because I even talked about it earlier. It was on my thumbnail for the show this morning or this afternoon. I thought it was a beautiful looking thing, man. Like, it's this piece, it looks good. And, it may not, I'm glad that they're making things that aren't, completely on the radar for a lot of us. And it would be the typical thing that you would want to see from this line. They're going out and they're doing something different. You know what I mean? Have they been hit and miss in the past? Yeah. But at the same time, I think that's up to it might be our perception of it, but for the people who are buying this piece and it's selling out and they're in pieces that they have and they are selling out, I can't speak for them. But for me,
Yeah.
I think it's a beautiful piece, man. I really, really do think it's beautiful. And again, if they did this in 1/6 scale form, I'd probably get it because it's different.
Nice.
And I think it is a gorgeous piece. And I would probably try to, then it would be a reason for me to get that Aragorn, because I think that would be a beautiful. I'm all about art, and I'm all about displaying art and having something that looks it just tells a story. And I think the story between both of them was so beautiful in that movie, bro. So that's just my opinion.
Yeah, dude, and nothing wrong with that at all, bro. I always love your honest takes. It's great, dude. Because I'm with you, Leo. JND is, if it were the right character, like say maybe they did Loki or something, or Kylo Ren, which would probably never happen for either. But if they did something like that, or maybe an Arnold Schwarzenegger, maybe they did a Terminator 2 Arnold, I would definitely take a very serious look at it. But as far as like, some of these other characters, probably not as much. It's just a tough one, bro. Yeah, because look, I'm happy for the people. J&Ds, they seem to sell out pretty quickly regardless of who the statue is. I think there's a lot of hype for J&D pieces, and also from what retailers have mentioned, they've said that basically J&D kind of manipulates that a little bit, because basically what they do is they sell a lot of the stock to the retailers. And they're like, oh, we sold out, so that's kind of what happens. But and also, with this piece, it does look decent enough. I don't think it's terrible, but just the point that I've always made consistently, Leo, is the higher you go in price, the higher the criticism. So the higher you go in price, the higher the bar goes. So I feel like I'm going to judge this more harshly than I am going to judge a Hot Toy. And I know Carlos and I have talked about this, and other people maybe disagree, because it's just like, well, this is by far the best Arwen that exists in 1/3 scale. So, I mean, by that standard, it's worth it to some. So it's just, I guess, I collect statues, but a predominantly 1/6 collector. To me, it wouldn't be worth it. But to those who maybe love Arwen, or those who really want a 1/3 scale Arwen, then by all means.
I think like Liv Tyler, bro, is a beautiful woman. She is like, she's always had those beautiful features, and a great personality. I met her at Supernova in Sydney, Australia, and she's such a really gentle and nice person all the way around. So when you see stuff like that, especially if you get a chance to meet a person, or if you think that, on film, it looked pretty good. Again, the thing is, it's like, I go into it and pretty much with everything, not really looking for 100% accuracy. Now, it's a high-end piece, granted, and you get what you pay for. If you want this piece, and of course, a lot of people, but I think it's close enough. I'm not going to buy it, you know what I mean? But obviously it spoke to some people because they bought it. You know what I mean? Or, it's out there, and, and it could be because it's very limited, who knows,
Right. Yeah.
That can also play into it. But I mean, for what it is, I don't think it's a terrible piece at all. It may not be 100% like her, but I don't think it's a terrible piece.
Yeah. And Carlos, before you jump in, I was just going to say that I guess to me, and everyone's going to be different, because it's very much a subjective opinion. It's subjective. And I just don't think there's very much exciting about this. So when you look in your collection room, you're like, oh, there's an Arwen. It's just not, that's just me though. Some people might feel that way about Kylo Ren or Rey. So, that's just my take on it. But it just seems like an odd choice for something this expensive. But Carlos, what were you going to say?
No, I mean, it definitely is, because then you can look at it and say, okay, well, see, J&D did start that way, right? Because then they did
Joaquin first.
They did Joaquin. They were like, oh, why would they do Joaquin and not the Joker? Oh, it's different. I was like, yeah, they're doing different characters. And then that Joaquin Joker just sat forever, right? And then they did Dark Knight, they did Joker. And then again, when you start, it's pretty clear why they're making this piece. Is the same reason why they made a mirror. It's the same reason why they made a Harley Quinn. I mean, it's just pretty obvious why they're doing it. I mean, because if you really wanted to talk about pairs, then, well, why didn't they make a Aquaman to go with Mira? Well, they didn't, right? And who knows what we're going to get from this one, but it's kind of the same thing where it's just like,
right.
I think that it's just clearly telling us that they know exactly what they're doing and who their clientele is. And the fact that you can sell a woman and then use silicone, it's for a specific type of collector. And I think that's exactly why they started with this. It's like saying if NR wanted to be different, they wouldn't have started with Arwen. right? They would just start with like Gimli or something. You know what I mean? You don't start with Arwen. So I think that just tells us like it's pretty clear what they're trying to do.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely see both sides of it. So, but, it's an interesting choice. That's all I'll say. But guys, let us know in the chat. I keep forgetting to put the polls up, but I'm going to put the polls up. I promise. Let us know whether you're considering this Arwen statue from JND. I know Spec still has it and some other places you can get it. So yeah, take a look if you're interested. That said, I want to try something with you guys real quick. I want to share my screen real fast if I can find it. So we're going to start with this one first. So these will be kind of quick. I feel like we'll see. We can get into some discussions with this.
Okay.
But I want to play a game of this or that with a few different characters, because the way I'm coming at this is people are going to have to make difficult decisions, because there's a lot of great characters out there, and there's a lot of great variations of these great characters out there. And that said, there's a lot of Boba Fett's, and I chose to choose these two for now, because you could easily go with the Return of the Jedi, the Empire, any other Boba Fett you wanted to go with. But I'm picking new age Boba Fett, new school Boba Fett. So people a lot of times are probably going to choose, unless you're a Boba Fett diehard, maybe you have both of these. But a lot of people are like, you know what? I only need one Boba Fett. So this is the question. It's a this or that type of situation. You can only get one Boba Fett. Which are we choosing? Are we choosing the weathered Fett, as they call him, bird poop Boba? Or are you choosing the repaint? Carlos, you have a question.
Does either of these have the head sculpt? Or is it just like this, what we see?
I don't think they do they?
Well, doesn't the repaint have a head sculpt?
Yeah, they do.
Well, the 2-pack has a head sculpt. Does the standard have a head sculpt layout for the bird poop Boba?
Oh, I don't know about this thing.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I don't think it does. But for the repaint, I think it might. I think for the repaint,
that's what I'm saying. Like, do we get like the version that comes with the head sculpt?
Sure. If you want to include the head sculpt, you absolutely. I just don't remember. But with the weathered version, I'm pretty sure the answer is no. I think you have to get the 2-pack to get the head sculpt.
Okay.
But as far as the repaint, I'm pretty sure you do get the head sculpt. So that could be a consideration for you. Josh, I want to ask you. I know you mostly stick to Marvel, but if you had to pick a Fett here, which of the two would you choose?
See, figures like this make it hard to stick to my Marvel only rule, and that's another reason why I'm going into Hot Toys too, because I can actually break that rule a little bit. But if I were to pick one of these two, it would definitely be the repaint. And ever since I saw the deluxe where he has the throne, I was like sold on that. And I think Carlos, you have it and you added to it. You made the throne bigger. I think you pulled it up on stream one day. That's what sold it on me.
I made the throne, but not with the Boba, because I put Mando in there.
Well, yeah, you put Mando on it, but the throne goes for him. And like once I saw, ooh, that is really nice. Because I'm a sucker for throne statues, so like I would go the repaint one all the way.
Okay, you'd go the repaint. Interesting. Okay, I'm not going to give my answer because I don't want to sway the panel anyway. No one really cares what I think. But Leo, I want to ask you this question: if you had to choose which Boba here, which would you choose?
Okay, so aside, being to have both aside, if I had to choose, I'm clearly looking at the double pack for this the weathered version, because I strictly got it because of that because of the Nomad Mando. I love that look.
Okay.
I love the cloak. I got 2 Tusken Raiders because of it. So definitely. And, this particular version, even with the armor, was the time that we got a chance to see him in the form that we've all wanted to see him. Yep. And that's the most memorable, that he was, he came in just fucking everybody up. And that's just what I love to see. But, I think, pretty much the weathered version is definitely going to be for me, man. But again, best of both worlds, bro. You can't go wrong with neither one. Being a Star Wars fan is just like, it's a win-win. But I'm glad you chose with the repainted version. I'm glad you chose this version rather than the one that we got from Book of Boba.
Yeah.
Because I think this one is my favorite. Between that one and the other one, I love this one more. And this is why I got this one and why I didn't get the other one. So yeah, but I would say that, the 2-pack, the double pack, with the weathered version and that Boba, I mean, that's just definitely a win. I don't even know why that hasn't even sold out yet, because it's a straight up win, literally.
What if, Leo, you could only get the single weathered Boba versus the repaint Boba? Would you get repaint if you couldn't get Roba Boba? If you couldn't get him?
If I couldn't get what? If I
you
couldn't get,
if you couldn't get boba in the robe and you had to get the single pack of the weathered version, would you get the repaint or would you get the weathered version?
In his Tuscan outfit, you mean?
what I would actually get,
Right.
I mean, here's the thing,
Because
because
you wouldn't be able to get the deluxe for the weathered. You would have to get the solo, the
and you
collector's
can't,
edition.
and the head sculpt is most important.
Right. So
You
you
know what I
wouldn't get
mean?
that sculpt.
So if the head sculpt was involved, because I love that head sculpt, that would be tough, man. I mean, I would probably go with the painted just to get the head sculpt. You know what I mean? Because again, that was an important factor because I thought that was one of the best of the year. You know what I mean, as far as that head sculpt was concerned. But again, I don't have that problem.
That's true. You don't, because I know you got both of them.
Yeah.
So, Carlos, what are you thinking here? If you had to choose a side, weathered boba versus boba repaint. I know a lot of people are going to have to make these types of decisions.
Yeah. I'm going to pick all right, before I answer this,
Yeah.
I want to make sure it's clear. I would only pick Return of the Jedi boba. I just want to make sure that's clear.
Okay, so you'd only get Return of the Jedi.
Okay, I would only get that one.
Okay.
Fuck both of these bobas. But because I had the poop boba, I had him, and he's great. But okay, I'm gonna answer it because then there's a fucking question. All right, so I would go with the poop boba for sure.
Okay.
I would have to, yeah. So I would get him and put him on the throne. I'm not accurate with my shit, if you realize. I just do whatever I think looks cool.
Whatever looks cool.
I would get the weather version. I think he's an awesome figure. I had the deluxe, had it, and then I was like, I just want to Return of the Jedi. That's all I need. So I got rid of it because I'm going to wait for that. But between these two, I like the weather version. I think that is an awesome looking figure. If not for, like I said, the thing, then I would go for that Return of the Jedi 100%. But yeah, bro, the poop boba is it's pretty good. I like it. I haven't owned the other one though, so I can't say like if the articulation is better or whatever is better. I don't know any of that. All I know is from the look of these photos, because I have fucking eyes, I'm gonna say the weather one. So
You know what's the beauty of it, bro?
Yeah.
If you are a Boba Fett fan and you have all of them, you don't have to make those choices.
That's
and
true.
You're gonna always know that the Return of the Jedi Boba is gonna definitely be that one in Empire. Those are gonna always be the best.
Return of the Jedi
because
for me,
that's
yeah.
In rare form is when you got a chance to basically see and if you have the deluxe version, then you have both the Return of the Jedi and the Empire version. So that's what I'm saying, like it's the best of both worlds when it comes to it. But yeah, I think it's incredible, man. You have choices like this. So
bro,
everybody.
I remember the first time I watched Star Wars and I was watching the Empire Strikes Back and I was like, who's that character? Boba looks so cool and everything. And then going into Return of the Jedi, I was like, yeah, he's my favorite Star Wars character. And mind you, I had never seen Return of the Jedi. So for years, Boba was my favorite character of all time. And then he died like a little bitch on Return of the Jedi. And then I was like, yo, what the fuck? Why they had him do him dirty like that? Right. And then I got really upset. But then Mando came along and it saved it for me. But yeah, dude, I hated the way he died.
Dude, I have the Empire version. I have the Empire Boba and I love it. However, if Return of the Jedi is remade from the 40th anniversary, I would strongly consider swapping them out because I really like Return of the Jedi. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that one's nice, dude. It's the
Empire's
best
great too, though. I love my Empire one.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. But you can have it's like 9 and the other one's a 10. So it's
you know what? I have this theory, bro.
What's up?
I think that we're going to get. I believe that we're going to actually get the Boba Fett from Return of the Jedi with that Sarlacc pit diorama. It's going to probably be.
Do you think it'll finally be an actual accurate scale?
I think it probably will be. It might be a redo, a 2.0, but I think if we're going to get anything or if we're going to get another Boba, that's going to be the one that we're going to get with the Sarlacc pit.
Hopefully.
I think that one.
Dude,
I really do believe it's going to be that one.
That would be
because
amazing.
that was one of the ones that I missed out on, and I would love to have that Sarlacc pit diorama base. That would be incredible.
I had that one, and then I sold it, and then I'm like, I'm so fucking stupid. And then because I went in and bought this one, and then I wanted to rebuy it, and then I'm like, wait, I think we're gonna get a new 2.0 version soon. So Hopefully we get it, because if not, I'm gonna punch myself in the balls.
Well, the reason I bring this up too is because these two have been in stock on Sideshow and other places for a while, and they keep getting discounted, so you can get them pretty reasonable for either one you want. So
because no one likes Star Wars, bro. It's already a common thing.
They really need to make these Boba and Mando figures die-cast by now. I don't know why they haven't done that yet.
Honestly, we've been talking about
That's
that.
what I said. I said season 3 Mando diecast.
Yep.
Watch.
I think it might happen. I think it might. But I'm gonna say weathered Boba myself because that scene is iconic to me. That scene.
Which one of these do you think they would re-release in a diecast though? 'Cause you know they're gonna re-release it if they do diecast.
I don't know that
the
Josh.
Bobas?
I feel like Mando might be the one they do in diecast. I don't think they make this.
Boba in diecast.
Maybe I don't know because I don't know if it would look right. I don't know. I don't think but
so.
Mando would. Mando would look right.
Do you have the Mark 1, the hot toy, the diecast one, Josh? Josh, do you have it?
No, I'm getting it, but not yet. It hasn't arrived.
So like
yet.
the first, as soon as I opened it, I was like, this color looks really close, or it could be a little lighter for Mando. I was like, it will look, and the way they shaped it, I was like, I think they can make a really dope diecast Mando. You know, it'd be heavy as fuck, but I think they could do
It'd be
it.
worth it. It'd be cool. And then the heavy Mando, that'd be cool too.
I'm going to remove this banner.
It'd be like an Iron Man at that point. That dude would be heavy.
Here's what we're gonna do. We got a second.
Oh boy.
And this Leo doesn't have to choose because I know he's gonna get both. But if you had your feet to the fire, so to speak, and you had to choose because people are going to have to make this decision in some cases. I'm going to have to make this decision and I need help. The WandaVision Scarlet Witch versus the Multiverse of Madness Scarlet Witch. As of now, they're not slated to come out that far apart because this WandaVision one has been delayed for so long. So Vision came out forever ago and now Wanda is still sitting around there. So I want to ask Josh first real quick. Josh, you're a Marvel collector. Are you considering picking up a Wanda? If so, are we going WandaVision Scarlet Witch or are we going Mom Scarlet Witch?
Bro, she's tier 1 all the way. I have both of them coming.
Damn.
Oh, all right, damn. What a flex, bro.
Damn.
I can't. If I had to choose one though, I would probably go with Multiverse of Madness because I know that movie gets shitted on, but I don't care. I absolutely love that movie. Sam Raimi's coming. He'll be here in a few months. I'm getting my art print here signed. I think that movie was dope. I love her presence in that movie. I think we got this suit. We got this. We got this suit for like 2 minutes at the end of Scarlet Witch, or not at the end of WandaVision, but we got a whole movie with this, and she was brutal. And I don't know. I liked her a lot more. Multiverse of Madness, and I'm getting the Dead Strange, so I got to have them go together. So Multiverse of Madness all the way.
I'm actually going Multiverse too. Carlos might be on an island. Here. Carlos might be on an island. Josh. Leo.
This is the crowd. This is the crowd.
Josh. The crowd's going
Bro,
wild. Josh.
Hats off to you, bro. I'm definitely Josh, bro. Like for the win. Listen, I have definitely both of them, so I don't have to worry about it. But if I had to choose, and it's hard because as much as I love the WandaVision version, she was bad as hell in Multiverse of Madness. I loved Multiverse of Madness. I'm a fan of Sam Raimi. A lot of people aren't. I already understand that, but I love the film. It was not a dud as a lot of people thought it was. I thought it was excellently done. I just think that
100%.
gripes, it is whatever. I don't get it. I'm a Marvel fan, die hard, definitely. It was a dope film, the Multiverse of Madness. And the reason why I say that is because, I love the tailoring on the suit. I love, how badass she looked. If you compare both head sculpts, the one from, WandaVision, the one from Multiverse, you can see the level of, intensity, maturity in that sculpt with the Multiverse of Madness. Whereas the one from, WandaVision, it still even looks a bit too nice. Even though I love it, she just looks too nice, and I'm still gonna have it. It's once it's finally available.
Did you do deluxe for the Multiverse of Madness one or the regular?
I did the deluxe.
Oh, with the candles and stuff, yeah.
I did the deluxe.
I heard though that I have the deluxe too, but I was a little disappointed that I know the candles are plastic, but the base part is cardboard. I didn't know that.
You know what? I'll try to see what I could do to make it work. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm just happy to have the piece. I think it's amazing. You
gotta get the Dead Strange to go with her, man.
That's the one I got. I got the Zombie Strange. I wanted to get that one because, again, I'll probably also get the other one as well because, I have both of them on order, like the Zombie Strange and the regular version. So, bro, I love them. You know, plus Toya, man, she's never going to let me not get a Doctor Strange from that film because that's her favorite character of all time. But yeah, that multiverse, bro, like I was so proud of the development of that character in that film, and we will see more. So that's where I'm going, bro.
That's true. Well, I'm actually going to go. Leo, you know, I don't even love Multiverse of Madness that much. The film was okay. I didn't really like it that much personally, but I love this Wanda figure, and she was the best part of the film, hands down. Like, hands down. She was amazing in the film. I loved her. So I like the outfit better on this one. I like the head sculpt better on this one. I liked what her character did in that one. Although the Wanda version one, I do love it too. But Carlos, give us the conflicting side here, because I know you're team WandaVision. It has a cape. It has a cape.
I like the WandaVision version. So WandaVision. Yep. So Multiverse of Madness was an okay movie for me. You know, it was okay. And while I do agree that she was badass in the movie and that was the best thing that's happened in that movie, I will admit that. I have to go for this version. Like, I understand she was only in there for 2 minutes. Well, so was the last suit for No Way Home, and we're all creaming about it left and right.
That's true.
So
fair enough.
2 minutes, it's all I need, and I'm happy, you know, for all things.
That's true. That's how it works.
Exactly. So for me, I can't wait till I get Scarlet Witch. I'm gonna get the one on the left. I actually have a custom sculpt for it and everything. So I'm super excited for it. And yeah, I mean, that's the one for me. The other one is cool. I'm not gonna say it's not, but yeah. Definitely the WandaVision version is it's the only one I need for now, and that's the one I'm gonna get.
They're both dope. I mean, if you love Wanda, yeah.
So we gotta talk about where you get these custom sculpts at, because I know I'm just getting into the Hot Toys, but like I saw you post the Tony Stark one. I'm like, that's
a Carlos awesome thing, Josh. The rest of us don't really do that. So.
Okay, see, well, the thing with customs is this, right? It's fucking stupid to do it, and I'm like, mind you, I do it, and it's stupid, right? Because it's like each sculpt is gonna be okay. Real quick, each sculpt is $250. Then you have to buy a painter, and that can be $300 to $500.
Yep.
And sometimes these sculpts come bald, and then you have to get it rooted, and rooted is like $200 to $400. So you're looking almost like $1,000 for a sculpt. So it's fucking dumb. Yeah, but I'm dumb.
It's not for the faint of heart. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like that Robert Downey Jr. is like $1,000 minimum. Yeah. So I'd recommend it.
Well, I got good news. They're making a 3rd scale Wanda, and I think that's going to be Multiverse of Madness Queen is. So I'm excited.
Dude, see, Leo,
you can buy that one.
Interested? Yeah, you know. I know Leo doesn't really do 3rd scale. I don't think, but you know.
It definitely looks good, man. I think if it looks good, that might be a consideration, definitely, bro.
Yeah, and Queen 3rd scale would be reasonable. I feel like.
Maybe like.
Yeah, they're the one they teased last year. They said it's going to come out. Pre-orders should come out in March, and then the first 2 in their 3rd scale line is the Mark 7 Iron Man and then the Scarlet Witch.
You know what? I don't understand. Actually, I do understand. It's a licensing, but
yeah,
I wish they did even if they didn't even give us the portrait, just give me a Mark 85 battle damage in 3rd scale or even fucking half scale. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just give me that. You know, even without the RDJ portrait, I would totally want that.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see. Guys, I got one more for you.
Okay.
Here we go.
Bro, this is stupid.
No, but this is not as easy as you think it's going to be. Chrome Mando versus discounted Beskar Mando. Because Chrome Mando, hypothetically, you're paying full retail for that boy. So if you buy the deluxe, you're paying a little over $400 shipped probably. But a lot of people are doing this from what I've seen. They'll either keep the one they have, the regular Beskar Mando, or they'll pick that one up because Sideshow has been discounting that thing for a while. You can get it 15% off. You can get it 25% off, sometimes even 30% off probably. So you can get that thing pretty reasonable. So if it was $315 retail, say you're getting that thing 30% off, $225 shipped versus $400 shipped. So you're paying about half. And you get the Pram with the regular Beskar Mando. Yeah, you get the Pram, right? You get a little Grogu, so you get a lot of stuff. The Chrome Mando is pretty exceptional, though, in hand. I got to say, I've had it in hand, and it's pretty stunning. But if we're saying you can get the regular Mando, the deluxe Beskar Mando for, let's say, $220, $230, $240, something like that, or you're paying full retail for Chrome Mando, what are we choosing? Because people are going to have to make this decision. A lot of people are just keeping their Beskar Mando. So, Leo, what do you think, bro? If you had to pick one, or would you be happy with the regular Mando without the Chrome?
Chrome, of course. And I tell you why, because I've seen this, bro. I've seen people who said this, and I was like, are you thinking about what you're saying when you say this? Somebody said this, bro. It's like 3 or 4 people said this because they were like, yo, nah, I'll just basically get the regular version, the Vizcardo version, and then what I'll do is just get custom pieces. Think
What?
about it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be the same?
Exactly.
Basically.
And more, depending on who you get it from. Because I've seen it. Now I'll just get this version and I'll get the custom pieces because I think really like you're paying the same, if not more, for this piece, if you're doing that. I think the dominant obviously is the chrome version here. It is. It definitely is the dominant piece to have. And again, either way, bro, like depending on who you actually get it from, then you can probably get it for a decent deal. If you just wait, because here's the thing. If you get this through, like by the time you actually get this figure through Sideshow, then there's other companies that I won't name that will have this cheaper. You know what I mean? At that point, as far as the chrome. So think about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, chrome is going to be the dominant piece. If you had to have just one, I think that chrome would be the dominant piece because eventually you're going to look at it and say, I should have got the chrome anyway.
Yep.
That's just my opinion.
Leo, that chrome Mando is incredible because you have
Bro,
yours now in hand. Right?
I have mine. It's right over there. Like I have it. And I'm sorry, Will. I'm sorry. I know you said that you weren't going to do anything with the weathering. I have to go full chrome.
Oh, you're going to do it? Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
bro.
Hey,
that
dude,
full chrome.
Yeah.
It looks so good. Nick made that shit look so good. I was like, yeah, I gotta have that chrome.
Oh, Nick.
Yeah, he did. It took him a couple hours, I think, but it looks good.
Yeah, I gotta have that.
It's just like his chest is hurting from all the fumes that he was smelling, though.
Really?
Hey, wear a mask. That's
wear a mask. Like Breaking Bad.
Yeah, Nick's an idiot though. So don't listen to him.
Yeah, that's true. He doesn't even use stands.
Bro.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. I love Nick. But yeah, so Leo, you're taking chrome. You're taking the chrome.
Oh yeah, the chrome all day. And because you got to think about it, bro. Like literally, you're getting the Vizcardo armor. The chrome basically comes with both the spear and the Darksaber. You know what I mean? So you're getting those additional accessories with it. The cape looks good. I mean, it just all around it is a better option. And I say this because you and I are both one of the biggest hypocrites because we hated it.
Dude, I hated this figure so much.
Yeah, we fucking hated it because it was like, yo, you're going to release that shit around the same damn time that we had this Vizcardo armor. And we, it took us a while to get that. And after we got it, a couple weeks later, we'll just go ahead and release it. You know what I mean? So that's just how it was. But even with saying that, and on top of that, the head sculpt, bro, price of admission, don't forget that. So it's worth it. Like,
that's
you know
true.
what I mean? So that's what I think.
Yeah, you do get that sculpt. Well, that's true. Josh, what do you think, dude? Because I know you, like I said, don't really have the Star Wars collection yet. But if you had to get a Mando here, you could get a discount or pick the superior one to a lot of people. What do you think?
Bro, buy nice or buy twice. Chrome all the way.
Yeah, boy.
There you go.
Chrome only.
Chrome all the way, Josh. That what you're saying?
Chrome all the way. Like, because like I'm at the point now. If I'm gonna buy a collectible, I want to have the best version of that collectible that I can personally obtain. I have a life-size bust coming, but I can't afford what you got coming. That Mark III.
Yeah, right.
But
I can't afford it either.
One day I'll be there. Get the best version that you can realistically attain, and then you'll never feel the need to want to buy another one. Essentially,
you're not wrong.
That's true, Josh. That goes with technology. That goes with collecting. That
like
goes
89
with
Batmobile.
Yeah, with a car, I think.
Yeah, but if you put that up there, Jazz Inc. wins that, the Batmobile.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, we talked about that on Friday, I think. But
I like Josh.
Yeah, Josh is all in on the chrome, dude. So, Carlos, what do you think, bro? Chrome or no chrome?
So I don't have the chrome. Mm-hmm. I had the poor man's version, which is the one on the left. So I used to have that one, and it was awesome. It was honestly a really good looking figure, and I saw it. I had it, and I was like, damn, this is actually really fucking good. And I sold it for the chrome, and I'm waiting for the chrome because I'm just waiting for a discount. I like to play the discount game. Mm-hmm. So I don't know in hand which one's better, but because I have fucking eyes again, I can look at this, and from videos I've seen, and from the Mando I did have, it's pretty easy to say the chrome is the easy answer. And the fact that everyone is picking the chrome, I'm assuming that it's, I'm going to listen to what most people are saying, which is the chrome is better because everyone, you've had both, Leo has had both. So I would assume that the chrome is the best one, and I'm going to take you guys' word for it. And it looks the best one, but I will say that it's only the best one if you do what Nick said, because I don't like the whole super weathered look. I like it, just a little bit.
Yeah,
So,
that's why I was
Yeah.
like, I gotta do it, bro, because
yeah, because I think it looks better. I know Will's not
It
going to do
looks-
it because he's kind of a
it
of
the
a guy, he
chrome
doesn't wanna do
the
it.
chrome just looks really good,
Right.
and if you have it done the right way, yeah, bro, I
And you know what's
can't.
going to be better? The diecast one. So that one's even going to be better.
Yeah, well, they're gonna fuck us all over again. So yeah, it's gonna happen.
exactly. So
It's gonna happen because Leo and I are ready this time, though. We're prepared for anything.
Yeah,
So,
pretty much prepared.
Yeah.
So
It'll
you
happen
gotta
for
be
season 3.
as long as you know what's gonna happen, then you're just like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, and Josh, dude, expect it, bro. Like I said, it's
Doesn't
new
that
to Hot
start in a
Toys.
few weeks?
Yeah, March 1st. Yeah.
March 1st.
So basically what'll happen is they'll have this Chrome Mando and then they'll be like, oh, it's diecast now, boys. And we're going to be like, damn it, we just bought the Chrome one. So, but I'm prepared for it. I'm going to love the Chrome one. Then maybe if they make a diecast one, I'll get that too. So we'll see. Well, guys, that was a fun game. We'll have to do more of that. So I only had the 3 for tonight, though. So those are the only ones I got. That said, we have a super chat from 12-inch Moose Stream. Thank you so much, kind sir. Dude, just bought Hot Toys cable for 191 shipped. Good. Great, actually. That's a really good deal. He was like, what, 270, 275? Something like that. So that's a really good deal, bro.
Yeah,
really
it
good
is.
deal. Hopefully everything comes through for you. That's great.
Congrats, man.
Yeah, because Leo, you have cable, right? I think.
Yes, I do.
And it's great in hand from what I've heard. So
Yeah, it is, bro. Like, I mean, because we all fell for it. Don't act like we didn't. We
Yeah.
did, but having it in hand, bro, it tells the tale, and it's definitely. I didn't get the one with the shield though. I didn't get the deluxe version. I just got the regular because I didn't really care about the shield. But yeah, that's definitely a good buy, man.
Yeah.
Congrats.
yeah, bro, absolutely.
So
Well,
which one did you get?
he got
Which one?
cable.
I got
Oh,
cable.
okay.
Yeah.
Dude, that cable looks pretty good. I know
Yeah,
the
in
advanced
hand,
scope, it's
yeah.
a little iffy. So like from afar, I think it's gonna look really good. I kinda-
Yeah,
does.
exactly.
Kinda want it.
And if you use the cape with him, I think the body will probably be all right. It's just kind of like Hot Toys. It's hard for them to like obviously do a body that looks right without the tailoring. And so yeah.
Josh, is that shield from your half scale? Captain
Yeah,
America?
it's the switch out shield.
Dude, you should bring it up to the camera so we can all see it.
Is it
What,
really,
the shield?
dude? What?
Yeah.
So that's a pretty cool idea, actually. So you're displaying the half scale shield in there.
Get it.
Because I was wondering because the 1-to-1, dude, I knew it wouldn't fit in there. It wouldn't fit in the DTOF.
Dude, I'm always making people get
Carlos,
shit.
stop trying to make people get shit all the time.
But it looks fucking cool, man. Let me
Yeah,
see.
I thought about actually mailing
That
this
does
in
look
for the
cool.
Chris Evans thing, but I
Dude.
don't trust
Yeah.
shipping it. I went
Yeah,
through
I
it
wouldn't
and
either.
then
Yeah,
taking
that would be
care of it,
tough,
whatnot.
man.
That looks
Can I see
dope,
the
dude.
inside? Can I see the inside? Does it have rings?
Does it have the straps and everything?
Oh, dude.
Oh, it's like
okay.
pegs. Yeah, but it
Well,
has the
it's pegs,
straps.
Yeah, but it has the rings and everything, bro.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, I prefer the broken, but the broken part, like I talked about my review, that it kind of looks like tinfoil.
yeah,
Mm.
the
They
They
painting
could have done
kind
a
of
little
sucked
better
on
on
it.
that, but
Okay.
Yeah.
no,
That's
I
still
just figured
dope,
this
dude.
a cool little display piece to go with it.
That's a
Nah,
great
bro,
statue,
that's,
Josh.
that's legit.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Congrats.
Congrats on
What
that.
number did you get?
324.
That's
Oh,
not bad.
okay.
How many did they make? Like 2,000 or something?
No,
No,
750.
750?
They made
Okay.
$6.99.
Oh, okay,
$6.99.
close enough. Yeah.
That's not
And
bad.
hopefully my 85 will be here in a few months to go right with it, and then the Iron Spider next year. So it'll be a nice little setup there.
85. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, it's funny. Dude, we got breaking news. They announced a new Mando. Like,
Bro.
Lael just said this to me.
Why? Because I'm
Dude.
Hispanic and it's like Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, dude, this is the updated head sculpt. It's they did a recall, and then there's the new head sculpt they're sending out. So,
Dude, I look too white in this.
yeah, dude, you look that white anyway, so it's
I
fine.
don't think so. It's pretty good though. I ain't
Lael,
gonna
did
lie.
you just make that now? That was fast, dude.
Dude.
It even has the photographer's tag on there still. That's great.
Bro.
So Blackbird Tech
funny.
said head sculpt needs work.
Dude, that's the best head sculpt, bro. I don't know what
Yeah,
you're
it's
talking
true.
about. That's during my good hair. I used to have good hair. Now I'm like over here.
Dude, you still got good hair. You got better hair than me.
Well, dude, anyone with a little bit of
That's
hair has
true,
better
that's
hair
true.
than you.
That's technically true. Guys, I want to ask you a question
Carlos
about
Pascal.
Carlos Pascal, because this actually is not a figure that I've seen talked about much, because I know like Leo and I talked about this, but we talked about it on Friday. The Blade figure is kind of overshadowing it. The Present Toys Blade figure looks great, and it's real leather and all that. But they announced a shining Jack Torrance, which is kind of interesting because you see a lot of customs of this guy. Like there's I've seen a lot of people do customs where they're paying ridiculous prices for it. Present Toys released, or rather put up for pre-order, a Jack Nicholson Jack Torrance from The Shining. And it's not a 10, but it's not terrible. So if you really wanted one, I could see some people picking this up. And we could go through this pretty quickly. But Leo, what do you think about this? I mean, this is like, let me check. I think it's like 170 shipped, 172 shipped. So, it's pretty reasonable.
This is through Kit?
Yeah, it's through Kit. Yep. And the base is pretty cool. So it's not bad. I don't know if you maybe want better, but I don't know if anyone else is going to make it.
Yeah, that's a tough call, bro. But I think it looks good for what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I won't get it. I probably won't get this piece. I have a connection to the film, but again, I mean, to have this outside of what I normally collect. Yeah, but it looks good though. It definitely looks good. And anybody who wants to, because we have seen a lot of custom pieces, bro. So to have something like this, that's amazing, bro. Like, I mean, I'm happy for anybody who's going to get their hands on it. That's going to be an incredible piece. All the accessories and everything that comes with it, and they're just tearing through a whole bunch of really decent prop pieces, bro. So yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah, I think so. Well, Carlos, what do you think about this Jack Torrance? Because I really love The Shining, so I'm kind of conflicted on this. I think the head sculpt is good, but not great. What do you think?
So I don't know how it looks in the movie. I've never seen The Shining. So
dude, you have to watch it. It's a classic horror film. One of the best.
I typically don't watch horror movies or demonic movies just for my own faith. But I typically don't. I think some of the ones has been like It or Pennywise, and I felt like really bad after, or a few others. So I don't know if this is accurate to him, but it kind of looks like him. So maybe he looks like him when he was younger or something. I don't know. So I don't really have a good opinion, but I'm hoping that since the fact that no one else is going to make it, if you're a big fan of The Shining, and I know there's those two little weird girls or creepy ghosts or whatever goes on, that's what I've heard. If you like that shit, I mean, that's cool, man. It's not for me. I don't think anyone. See, I don't know. Is that what happens? Is that
he does have that face when he's trying to axe his wife? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, Johnny.
Yeah. Right.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's a pretty disturbing scene. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say, hey, InArt's probably not gonna make it.
No.
No one's gonna make this license. So if you like The Shining and you want a representation for a movie, because hey, we all want a representation of whichever are movies that speak to us. And I guess if two ghost girls speak to you, then you can buy this. And I think, this is pretty cool, I guess, if you're into that. So, I mean, hey, no judgment, honestly, like zero judgment. Because look at Will, he loves Pennywise. And
That's true. I got a half scale.
Yeah, you do.
I want more half scale statues, bro. Yeah, I really want.
You need a man. They're the best.
Yeah, I do. Josh, I'm with you, bro. Josh, what about this? For you, is there any interest here with Jack Torrance?
So it's not my thing, but my girlfriend, however, is obsessed with horror, and I actually got her into the hobby. So now she's wanting this guy. She's getting the American Psycho. She got Ghostface, and she's even wanting the third scale Ghostface from PCS. So like she's all in on this hobby now. So it makes this.
I've seen American Psycho because it's not demonic. It's just like
American Psycho is a good film.
Yeah,
it's a good film.
Yeah. But The Shining and American Psycho, I believe, are her two favorites. So she's anything that comes out with these, she's gonna want it.
Right. And like I said, this, you guys already mentioned this is probably one of your only opportunities to get this boy. Yeah, so if you do want him, which is kind of tempting for me because I really do like The Shining, and it's 170, but I just don't know about the sculpt. I'm kind of conflicted. So we'll see. Anyway, guys, let us know in the comments whether you're considering picking up Jack Torrance. We got some super chats we want to hit. Jason wants us to talk about Mars, Toys, Riddler, and Two-Face. I think I can pull those up. Let me see.
Pass next.
Is that the case?
That was quick.
Where is there photos on Kit? Did he put those up for pre-order?
Yeah.
There's definitely some photos there.
Okay, yeah, because I can try to find it.
I actually
did 95. You get the blade?
Yeah, Leo got the blade, I think, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Because it dropped I was on Mario stream last night and it dropped like really late. I told him to message you real quick to tell him it was up on Kit. So it was
I did get it, bro. Thanks for that. Appreciate that, man. I couldn't wait, bro. Because again, like, I mean, who knows when we're gonna actually see, Blade from, Mahershala Ali. But to have that in, and I have the the Morbius on pre-order as well. So it's gonna
Dennis
look
Rodman?
so good next to those, man. Definitely. So I can't wait.
Bro, that blade actually looks pretty cool, especially with the sunglasses on and real leather.
It does, bro. The accessories and everything that comes with it, it looks damn good. The only thing I would say is that I wish they would have gave us a different alternative with the fangs with the open mouth with the fangs. That would have been incredible. But
Gotcha.
beggars can't be choosers. I'm glad I'm getting a blade. I'm excited.
Honestly,
about it, bro.
even buying that, how much is that figure going for?
It's like 180.
It's 210.
Yeah, it's really cheap.
210.
It's like 210, but you put like it'd be like 170 something. Like
Yeah, see, so something like that, even if you buy it just for the leather jacket, it's fucking worth it because, dude, that leather jacket, it's fucking $250 or more anywhere else.
Yeah,
so just for the leather alone.
Do you guys see that figure selling out and being more expensive on the aftermarket just because it's Blade?
I would assume so. Because I mean, I think Blade is in demand, and I know
people want
the
that
Hot Toys
Blade.
one.
People want
no,
that
because
Blade.
what's going to happen, Josh, is that if it sells out and it does really well, just wait because they'll make
they'll
another
reissue it. Yeah, that's true. Because they did that with Pop Toys Scorpion. So
they did it with
Didn't they do it with the Fiend, like Green Goblin
and Scissorhands as well.
Yeah, right.
They do
it depends on the company, but Indiana Jones, I think they did it too, and that was Present Toys. Present Toys who made that. They reissued the Indiana Jones.
So if it does really, really well, they'll make another batch, and then you can kind of gauge it from there. So I wouldn't worry.
But then maybe down the line,
not down the line is different. But you'll kind of have your like if it doesn't do well, you don't have to worry about it. If it does sell out, I'll get another batch. 100%.
Well, to Jason's question, here's the Two-Face, and they have the Riddler on here. I found it through the Facebook. It looks pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah, bro.
So if you're a fan of the film, then that Riddler looks pretty cool.
Yeah, bro.
I actually like Batman Forever. I think it's pretty
there
cool.
You go.
But I don't want.
You don't like Multiverse of Madness?
That's a good question.
Hey, I didn't say Batman Forever was better than Multiverse of Madness. Just said I liked it. I also like Black Adam, and you know how that
kind of. Yeah, you like the character.
I like the character.
Yeah, I did too.
I think these are cool, man. You know, but I will say that I'm super patient because I know Jazz Inc. They're gonna make these figures. You know, that's what he said at least. So we'll see what happens. But I think these are pretty cool.
I think Mars Toys is doing some good stuff though.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I love that Joker that I got from him, bro.
Yeah.
And then also the other version of it I'm gonna have as well because I love that. So I think they're killing it, bro. If you to have this, especially knowing that we're gonna have the 89 coming soon, bro, I'm just excited. I'm definitely excited for it, bro.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be dope. Well, thank you so much, Jason. We got a super chat from Ash Chase as well. Breaking news: Carlos is the new Mando season 4. Yeah, yeah. Pedro's busy with The Last of Us. So
if I ever get, which will never happen, but let's say if that was the case, dude, I will sign so many things and sell so many things.
Dude, you'd be on Star Wars Autograph Universe like every week.
Dude, probably. Every week, bro. Fucking sign it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Might as well, dude. Well, guys, thank you so much for your thoughts on that one. I think that we have time for one more topic before The Last of Us starts.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I want to ask the question. Does it bother you if a figure is hard to assemble or pose? Because this can be interesting. And I want to give an example here.
Okay.
This boy.
Mark 5. Okay, can I start?
I knew it was coming.
Yep, this boy. And also, I mean, there are other figures we could look at because, Leah, I'll start with you because I know you love posing. I've been posing recently, and I love the Durasteel Mando figure. But that thing is a bitch to pose because of the fat suit. So
you're not a good poser, though. That's why.
No, I've gotten better. I'm improving. I'm evolving over time.
Doesn't say a lot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's better than yesterday, so it's all good. It's all good.
I'm just kidding, man.
But so as far as like, for example, assembling like this Mark V, I know a lot of people lay out. Calvin was kind of going back and forth on it. Other people, I was considering, as you know, getting this at one point, and then I saw people like saying like, "Oh, I got this in hand. It's so difficult," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna pass on that one." That's basically what happened, right? So, Leah, what do you think? If a figure's hard to assemble or pose, does that bother you as a collector?
The thing is, because of I had so much, the expectation for this piece and what I wanted to see from it, I was just hoping, that it would live up to those expectations, and it didn't. I just don't, to have this, I don't like, put it this way, I don't like a figure that's gonna have a risk factor. And to me, this has definitely a risk factor. So that's why I was like, you know what, I'll just stick with my Mark V figure and just leave it at that. I don't need this. As long as I have the Mark V, I can still accomplish what I want to. I was so disappointed that to hear some of the things that we got. I know some people said they didn't have a problem with it, but for me, I just didn't want to go through the hassle. So I'm just like, nah, I'm good.
Right. Well,
and I just don't. I think, and there's not too many figures out there that sometimes it just depends. If the figure has presence, then yes, I'm all in for it. But if it's a hassle, then it's like, yeah. You know, Iron Man, like put it this way, man. Iron Man figure in general right now is already a damn hassle to get those batteries in. So just imagine when you have to piece everything together, it's just a hassle already. So yeah, that's why I passed on it.
Yeah, makes sense. And I know these troopers were never everyone's favorite to begin with. That said, making them so difficult to pose because of the undersuit didn't help matters. Because you really can hardly do much with these guys. You can't really do much. I'm not the biggest guy on posing and articulation, but they have to be able to move and do something. So yeah, it's tough. But Carlos, what do you think? I know you kind of like taking on these projects. How do you approach this?
I do. So I'll show a figure. He doesn't have the left hand because, okay, I'll show it. But this is called the Howard Potts. Okay, so this is from V Collectibles and from Tory Box or Tory Birch Bar, I think it's called. But anyways, that is the Robert Downey. So like the suit, the glasses, the sculpt, right? All that is all custom made.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have a hand because so with a figure like this, you actually need to buy the body separately, the hand separately, the shoes, everything separately. So right now I bought like 3 pairs of hands, or had 3 pairs of hands for a gripping hand for the right length or grip width for the suitcase that it's going to be holding on. So for me, I like this if it's a character I definitely want and it's a figure I 100% want to go through the trouble for. The Mark V and Iron Man, I definitely want it. I actually bought the Mark V suit with the racetrack diorama base so that I can put the Mark V suit up on top of it. So it's they both go together, and the Mark V will go on the Hall of Armor. So I definitely like to assemble figures, and if you watch the 1/6 kit that Will and I put together, I have little tweezers that are around it so you don't damage anything. So that's what I use to get to those little like buttons and like little areas. So it makes it super easy to actually do this. So yeah, I actually enjoy it, but I can tell you, like, if this was a figure I didn't care for, or I was just like okay about, then yeah, definitely not. Because this Howard Potts that I have in front of me kind of would be similar, I guess, to the Mark V suit up. It's a bitch, bro. Like, I had to take off all the clothes, put the fucking tie on, and fucking the head sculpt wasn't working. So I had to get a drill, whatever that circle thing that shaves or whatever, I forget the name. Yeah. And I had to fucking shave off the bottom of the head sculpt just so I can make a peg. You have to buy custom pegs and you have to buy all this stupid shit for it. So if you don't love that character, it's definitely not worth it. For me, it was, and the end result was worth it. So for me, the Mark V is going to be in that same scenario where I'll definitely get it. I'm just waiting for a good discount, but yeah, man, I think it is if you like the character enough, honestly.
So it's worth it at that point. Well, Josh, I know you come from the statue game, and some of the statues can be hard to assemble. Like Sauron, for example, that boy took me a little bit to assemble, but at the end of the day, I was like, okay, I feel a sense of accomplishment with putting him together. But how do you feel about this, Josh? If something's maybe frustrating or difficult, is that a problem to you, or do you like that challenge?
Well, first off, while Carlos was explaining his custom Tony Stark, all I could think of was the old man from Toy Story, like brushing Woody, putting it together.
That's Carlos, basically. Yeah.
That's basically me.
Yeah. That's why he's got all those toolkits, bro.
But for me, I'm still learning how to pose in general. Like, I just got my first hot toy, the Mark 46, and I'm still playing with it right now.
Nice.
I'm enjoying posing. So I don't know if I am there yet to where I can have a full opinion on this yet, because that pose probably sucks to most people who are been like Leo, who's been doing it for a long time. But I'm getting there. But so far, I'm having fun with it.
Nice. Well, dude, you're going to see what posing life is like. It can be really fun and rewarding. Sometimes it can be frustrating if you break a wrist peg or do something like that. So just got to be really careful, bro. Really, really careful with this stuff. Statues the same way, so But yeah, it's the same. Yeah, for me, I don't like when things are frustrating. I said that in my Joker review. I was like, I like when things are simple. And I know some people have raised that concern about rooted hair. Rooted hair, sometimes you have to mess with over time. Mine has been pretty fine so far. And same with the statues. I have the Queen quarter scale Joker. Hair is totally fine. Hasn't really moved. Pennywise half scale. I did have to brush that Pennywise at one point, and that was kind of awkward. But other than that, it's been totally fine. But guys, thank you so much for watching and contributing this evening. We had a great show. I feel like a good discussion. And we got Last of Us in 4 minutes. Yeah. So I know, right? I'm super excited. So Josh, is there anything coming up on McCoy Culture that, the people should know about? So first off, thank you for joining too as well.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for letting me jump on. I'll definitely love to jump on anytime you want me to come back.
Yeah, man.
Tomorrow night, Mario and Miguel from Toy Quest 101 will be doing a spoiler review live for Ant-Man the Wasp: Quantumania. And then after that, I have my Loki Hot Toy, and then Sam Wilson Cap Hot Toy, and then hopefully my Mark 7 life-size bus coming in the next few weeks. So reviews on
is
those
that a
coming
Queen
soon.
Studios, Josh? Queen
Yeah.
Studios, Mark. Okay, dude, that's amazing, dude.
So I'm looking forward to all those. But yeah,
And Loki, you made some good choices with Loki and Sam Wilson.
yeah, I got shipping notice, so he'll be here in a few days.
Those are some good choices. And I know Leo loves that Loki now. So, you know. Yeah, Leo told me it was dope, Carlos. Did you hear that?
It is a dope figure, bro, to have in your collection.
you have
I just won't take off the helmet. But
Yeah,
you
right.
know,
Don't take off the
but
helmet.
but
Yeah, don't take off the
even
helmet.
with that, like the
take it
hairline
out the
isn't
box.
as bad. So yeah.
I'm more excited for that Sam Wilson cap though. That thing looks beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah,
bro,
that thing's great.
bro, it's gonna blow your mind once you get it, bro. It is
Yeah.
gonna blow you away.
Leo,
It's
you
that-
have
it's
it?
that beautiful. What, the
Oh, that's
Sam
right,
Wilson
you do
cap?
have- Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Leo's
hell
got
yeah.
that thing.
Let
Yeah.
me see. Can
Yeah.
you get it?
Dude, Carlos always wants everyone to get shit.
No.
Leo, what's
it's right
coming up on
there,
the channel,
though.
bro?
So what's coming up? So yeah, we got comic book talk with friends tomorrow, I believe. Let me see. I'm doing a take your position. I just dropped a take your position video yesterday for the Hydra Stomper, Steve Rogers and Captain Carter. So that's up on the channel if you want to take a look at that. And then also I'm in the middle of doing the both the Vision and the Vision for take your position. So I'll be doing that. Yeah, back for Say What Wednesday. And then we have Figure Flex Friday. So yeah.
Nice. That sounds like some good stuff, dude. And of course, we got Last of Us in 2 minutes. Carlos,
Yep.
what's coming up, bro, on Place for Collecting?
Right now, man, we're not doing a giveaway, but we've definitely, one of the things in the beginning when we started with the group is because we were growing, we had to put some rules so that, we could understand and, manage the group. Now that we've grown and have enough mods or experience, we've actually allowed more things like self-promotion and, and other things like spoilers. Now we can talk about the group, so it's actually really good. And this is totally random, but hopefully, it's okay. It's funny because nothing to do with the group, but for anyone, I don't know if you guys have heard of that new movie. It's called Jesus Revolution. So it's actually coming out on Wednesday. And the reason why I'm just totally mentioning it is because we went to Olive Garden. So everyone who went to Olive Garden, we actually went and bought them tickets for it. So I think it's gonna be really cool. So it's
Nice.
Premiering on Wednesday. So if anybody wants to see it, that'd be pretty cool. So yeah,
That's cool, man.
that's pretty much it.
Thank you for joining, Carlos. Appreciate you as always, bro. And guys, check out A Place for Collecting on Facebook. That said, lots of other content coming on the channel, reviews, live streams, whatever. You'll catch me on Lael's every Wednesday. Have Kiko on every Friday, so that's really fun. And and then we do these every Sunday. So guys, enjoy Last of Us tonight, episode 6. You're gonna see some wild stuff tonight. Josh and I know pretty well, so we're gonna see this crazy stuff.
Plus, one of my favorite actresses in it, Rutina Wesley, is gonna be in it. I'm so happy to see her in it.
Oh, I just like her so much.
Get out of here, Carlos. All right, guys. Peace out. Bye. Bye.